Peace and blessings, y'all, and welcome to episode 8. I believe this 8 or is it 7? Episode 8, yes, of Live with LoAhmmi. It's your girl LoAhmmi, and I'm back. I know I've been away for a while. Hopefully, you all enjoyed your time away with your family. You enjoyed your Labor Day. You enjoyed your weekend. I know I did. I took some time out to chill with my baby girl, and I wanted to come back on this show and discuss dreams. If you know me and you follow me on Facebook, you know that I dream a lot. The crazy thing is I just had one of the wildest dreams, and I figured it would only be right for me to go ahead and talk about dreams and give y'all some tips and ideas on how you can enhance your dream life and have more messages and be more active just in your dream life overall. So I want to thank y'all for taking the time to come back and join your girl after you went on your break with your families. Let's go ahead and get this show started, y'all.
Live with LoAhmmi. Yo, it's time to get live with LoAhmmi. Yo, it's time to get live with LoAhmmi. Yo, it's time to get, all things spiritual, metaphysical, knowledge is critical. I'm out here on this journey for the truth and I'ma bring it to you. We'll come together even though we're individuals. Yo, it's time to get live with LoAhmmi. Yo, get live with LoAhmmi.
Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome back to episode 8 of Live with LoAhmmi. I want to thank y'all for taking the time out to join me today. I appreciate the love, and I'm back. So it's been a minute. I've had a couple things go on in my personal life. You know, being a mom ain't always easy. I actually wanted to do this show yesterday, but I had some things come up and I just wasn't able to get it done. So here we are now. Thank you for joining me for episode 8 of Live with LoAhmmi. And I wanted to talk about dreams and lucid dreaming and how you could enhance your dream life. This is something that I've been working on for about the past 8 years, actually, since I've had Micaiah, because I've noticed that for some reason, after I had her, my dream life just was like through the roof. You know, I just, after I had Micaiah, the only way I could describe it is I felt open. I went through a lot of things after I had her. And one thing that changed about my life was my dreams. So I started to dream more often. I started to dream, just like every day, and it just was, you know, more and more real. And then for a period of time it stopped, and then, you know, I went and decided to, you know, try to figure out different ways and different methods for me to enhance my dreams and have them really, really speak to me and remember them. Because, you know, we all go through periods of times where, you know, we dream and then we don't dream. And then, you know, you got some people out there that always have the same dream, which I don't do that. I think that's pretty dope. You know, some people dream the same dream over and over and over again. You know, so what does that stuff really mean? And not only that, how can you control and enhance your dream life and have it work for you and give you answers and just give you more insight into your life and just overall tap into your personal power and learn how to control your dream world? Well, I got some tips from some things that I used over the years to enhance my dream life, but I wanted to tell the story of the dream I had the other night because I think that was like the most lucid dream that I have ever had. I got to the point recently, I want to say within the past year, where I was able to just recognize when I'm in a dream that, yo, I'm in a dream. Okay. So anyhow, I just had this dream the other night where I was walking down these brick steps and I realized like every time I was moving, I was like, yo, you were in a dream. Like, this is a dream. You know what I'm saying? So when I did that, I stopped and I said to myself, for whatever reason, I was like, I bet you can't make money fall out the sky. And then, like, it looked like, you know, how pictures look pixelized, like how a TV's flickering in and out. It kind of did like that for a minute. Then all of a sudden you could see that it was a $20 bill manifesting in front of me in the sky, and it fell to the ground. And then I was able to manifest another one. It did the same thing, the flickering, you know, like a TV screen kind of going in and out. It just looked digitized. It looked like some Matrix shit. You know, on the Matrix, when they have those numbers and those codes, how they go up and down. Like, you could see that kind of like electric digital binary type of thing happening in a dream, and the two $20 bills manifested themselves. So I was just like, yo, like, this is some wild shit. So The dream didn't totally make sense. I didn't necessarily walk to another area, but the next portion of the dream, which I didn't talk about on Facebook, was when I looked in the mirror. And I would love for somebody to, if you're listening to the show, hit me up and give me an interpretation of what you might think this means. So in the other part of my dream, I was standing in the mirror, looking at myself in the mirror, and I could see my body from the neck down, but there was no face. My face was completely gone. And it didn't come back. It wasn't like it was doing the same thing like the picture with the money, and it was just not there. Okay? And then the next portion of the dream, I was looking at my hands, looking at my finger, and my finger was doing that though. My index finger would appear, then it would disappear. It would appear, and it would disappear. So I found that to be really deep. And I was like, damn, this is crazy. This is one of the most illest dreams that I've had where I recognized that I was in a dream. The first dream I had was when I believe I was in a car, and my car window was like, my car door was gone. That's what it was. I looked in my car, and my car door was just gone. And I was like, yo, this is a dream. Like, this is a dream. That's all I said to myself, and instantly the door was back. You know what I'm saying? But the cool thing about the dream I had yesterday was when I laid down, my intention was to connect with my spirit guides. I intentionally said to myself, I said out loud, laying on my bed, give me a sign. Give me a sign that you are hearing my prayers and that, you know, you are listening to me and that you surround me. That was my prayer and what I wanted to accomplish with my dream. Because I know I dream all the time. I dream all the time. If I could tell y'all about every single dream that I've had, it would be crazy. You know, I'm not the person that dreams the same dream. I dreamt of the same person quite often. I've dreamt of things like right when I wake up to a phone call from a certain person, or it's just been like lately, it's been really, really off the charts. And I wanted to just, you know, definitely do a show and let y'all know some tips and, things on how to enhance your dream life. So basically, people want to know, what is a dream? Are dreams real? Whatever. Well, dreams to me are just your subconscious brain giving you the different thoughts and ideas that have been impressed upon your subconscious. It's a door. I feel like it's definitely the part of our life or when we sleep that sends messages to us, and whether you are able to remember them or not will determine if you get those messages. One thing that I started to do, I won't go into that yet. I won't go into the tips yet. But overall, like I said, just basic dreaming, people feel as though it is definitely a way for us to receive messages. And it's our subconscious mind trying to send messages to us. Okay, so when you get technical and deep, they say dreaming occurs during the REM stage of our sleep, which is stage, 4? No, the REM stage, which is the rapid eye movement stage. Now, I'm not going to get all technical. I just wanted to give you something that was like scientific. I'm not the scientific chick. It's all spirituality over here. So, that's what scientists say the dream state is. For me, I'm at the point now where I'm not even all the way asleep, and I'm like, damn, what was all that? Like, I'll be in this situation, and I have all kinds of, I'll already be in a dream state, and it's kind of ill. One thing that was, dope for me, which I started doing about 2 years ago, I downloaded this app, and it's called Awoken. It's AWOKEN. And this app, I didn't really realize it until now, really, really helped me in my dream life. This was I was back working at the Rusty Bucket, so that was 2 years ago, and I was using this app all the time. You can take some of the ideas and things that I'm going to tell you about, and this app has them in there. And it's all mobile and it's on your phone. So this app will give you reality checks, and it'll help you remind yourself on different things to do that will help you enhance your lucid dreaming. So lucid dreaming is basically, for me, from what I believe lucid dreaming is. I mean, I could go ahead and Google it and give y'all a definition, but it's just really being, aware and being conscious in your dream that you are actually dreaming. Being totally aware. And that's something that I've been able to do. And I was able to do that with this app along with other stuff. So one thing that I initially started doing was a lot of people automatically say, well, write down your dreams, keep a dream journal, make sure you keep something beside your bed, beside your bed, so when you wake up, you know that what you dreamt, and I would recommend that you don't wake up so fast all the time. Some people, I find if I wake up too quick, if I'm jolted out of my sleep, then I'll lose it. I'll lose my dream. So a lot of times I have to just lay there for a second, relax, but make sure you keep that dream journal over there so that you can write down what you dream. A lot of times we dream more than one time in the night, so you could wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and be like, yo, that dream was crazy, but when you wake up at 7, you'll forget whatever that dream was. So keep a dream journal by your bed. That's going to help you to take note of your dreams. This app, Awoken, I'm promoting it like they paying me, but they're not. But anyhow, this app really has that on here. It has it where you can grab your phone and jot down dream notes. And everything that I give you as a tip on here is on this app, which makes it really cool and convenient. So you want to definitely make sure you get you a dream journal and keep that on the side of your bed so that you can write down your dreams throughout the night and you can remember them, even if it's just little images. You'll be like, oh, something about water, something about the moon, something, you want to have something available to you so that you can write that stuff down and have it done quickly. Now, whether you want to use a notepad, do an old school, or you can do it on your phone with this app. So that's one of the a very big tip that you want to go ahead and use. So before you even go to sleep, one thing that you need to start saying to yourself is, I am going to remember my dreams tonight. And you can start with just that, or you can say, I'm going to dream about this. And the more you start doing that, you will start manifesting the dreams that you want to have, and you will start remembering those dreams. If you're not even remembering them at all, you just want to start saying, tonight I'm going to remember my dreams. Tonight I'm going to remember my dreams. First and foremost, because some people just don't even know if they dream or not. But if you do this and you start slowing down a little bit before you lay down, and start saying those things to myself, I'm going to remember my dreams tonight. I am going to, say that to yourself, and that will help you to remember your dreams. I'm telling you, it works because my dreams are off the charts. I dream all the time. If you follow me on Facebook, I'm always posting some crazy stuff. I dream, I dreamt about my friend for so long. I had to pray to God to look, why does dude keep popping up in my dreams? You know what I'm saying? It just got to the point where it was insane. I couldn't understand. You know what I mean? Or, you get to the point where you have dreams. Like now I have dreams of loved ones, and the energy in the dream is so real that you wake up and you feel the intensity of it. You know what I mean? You still feel the presence of it. That's the thing about people, especially if it's somebody that you've interacted with in your real life. Like if you've interacted with this person in real life and you dream about them and you are lucid dreaming, you still feel the presence of that person and the energy when you wake up. So you want to start, if this is something that you want to do, you need to really start practicing this stuff. So before you even go to sleep, say to yourself that I'm going to remember my dreams tonight, and, repeat that to yourself as you doze off, as well as keeping that dream journal next to your bed so that you can wake up in the middle of the night and you can jot down the little things and the dreams and all the stuff that comes to you throughout the night so you can remember that 1 o'clock dream when you wake up at 7 o'clock. And like I said, believe me, it works, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy because my dreams is off the chain. So the other thing that I want to give you a tip is something that I was taught, was looking at my hands. And which is why when I had that dream recently where my finger was gone, is because throughout the day, they just say, check your fingers, check your hands. Because if you're in a dream, you'll be able to notice the difference. And you'll just have a simple awareness. It'll just be one night you'll be dreaming and you'll be in a dream like, yo, this is just a dream. Yo, I've had dreams inside dreams inside dreams. Like I had a dream, I had a dream. And then I went into another dream and I was telling somebody else about that dream. Like, yo, I'm telling y'all, it can get really deep. That's if that's something that you want to do. This is not for everybody. But like I said, when I started my show, I'm all about spirituality, metaphysics, and tapping into your own personal power and learning how to just be spiritually receptive and spiritually open and being in control of your day-to-day life. So when you have questions about things and you want guidance, you can go to sleep and say, well, spirit guides, give me a sign. Let me know if you're listening to me. Let me know if you're hearing this. Let me know, so this is very important if you're a person that's walking a spiritual path. Dreams are very, very important. So like I said, along with getting yourself, saying to yourself before you go to sleep that you'll remember your dreams, you have your dream journal there by your bedside at night, but throughout the day, you want to check your hands, just look at them for about 10 seconds, and it'll help you notice any type of changes in your hands when you're in a dream. It sounds weird, but like I just told you in my dream, that's one thing that I noticed. When I looked down, that finger was gone. I was like, yeah, you in a dream. You know what I'm saying? And then another a tip that I got from this app is it's like, they say, well, pinch me if I'm dreaming. Well, yeah, pinch yourself throughout the day. Just go throughout this day and it's just like, okay, I pinch myself because I know I'm not in a dream. You know what I'm saying? And if you are in a dream, you won't be able to feel that. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird. And the cool thing about